Football on the Big Ten Network is presented by Speedway. That's the Northwestern Wildcats taking the field for homecoming at Ryan Field in Evanston, Illinois. Today hosting the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in this Big Ten. Pat Fitzgerald said, now let's see how it's applied at 11 a.m. on Saturday. It's applied with the touchback on the opening kickoff, and they'll... Hull is in the backfield. Marshall Lang, he's the tight end. Hull, they play fake it to him, and going for the long pass, and down the field inside the 30-yard line. Melton is back for Rutgers. Top sack guy is actually that tilted nose guard, Julius Turner, at 2.5 sacks. Here's a floated pass and incomplete. And Max Melton on the coverage. Stephon Robinson, who picked Adams, the punter, will hold. Kubander looking for his 42nd career field goal at Northwestern from 44 yards. This is drifting off to the left-hand side, and it's no good. It's one.
Has a little bit of big play capability.
And that 5 turnovers this season, by the way, is tied for second fewest in the Big Ten. As Vedral throws, and they go to the tight end, and that's caught by Giovanni Haskins. Linebacker core includes Chris Bergen, the leading tackler in the Big Ten, and the pass rush got there. Onabare for Northwestern with a sack of Noah Vedral.
And they look like they're lined up in man. And it's a read blitz.
And it's an Olinsky throw, and it's an incompletion as Kes Abraham was the closest player in coverage for Rutgers.
Nice.
Consensus All-American last year, first team All-American as a freshman when he had 6 interceptions. And Vedral is throwing, and it's a pass breakup by Chris Bergen. It's an incompletion on the right-hand side.
He's the pivotal player in that front for what they do.
Interesting so far, we haven't seen him line up much in that tilted nose guard position, as it's Robinson with the catch over the middle, wrestled down by Elijah Clark after.
Sets up the second and short.
Yeah, now he is in that tilted nose situation, and this is the offensive coordinator, Mike Pacheco's dream. He'll opt to pass it on second and short. It's a broken tackle by Malik Washington, and Washington racing to score for Northwestern to cap a 98-yard drive.
The first thing you're going to notice is the backers just bite hard. So there's nobody there underneath. And then once his tackle's missed, he's out the gate. That's a huge drive for Northwestern.
Raekwon O'Neal, Reggie Sutton, some injuries they've had to absorb this year. And Vedral doesn't reach it. Very close, but knocked down by Cam Mitchell and Brandon Joseph. Jeremy Miser is the defensive tackles for Northwestern. Here is motion by Rutgers and a roll and throw by Vedral, and an incompletion on 3rd and short. And on 2nd and 1, Evan Hall with an interior run, enough for a first down, and Northwestern moves the downs on offense for Northwestern.
They're showing pressure up front, that double A gap.
And Tyreen Powell part of that pressure. And here comes the pressure. And they just forced a very quick, low, way off target throw, just something to get rid of the ball. Here, he's been in on 2 straight quarterback pressures, and here's pressure, speaking of, on the punt by Derek Adams, and then lunging forward to field it, and it's fumbled by Young and recovered by Northwestern. Cam Mitchell down to recover it.
Just read that ball, get away from it. Just get away from it. Doesn't matter if it bounced around. So he misread it, and it dropped quickly. He tried to come forward to get it and couldn't handle it. Yeah, so most of the time, you beat yourself, right?
Right.
And on the back, see, they're giving him 15 yards, throw in front of it. Now come up and make the tackle.
Washington, they do come up and make the tackle in the open field. Robert Longerbeam. Washington tried to hurdle over him, but Longerbeam undercuts him around the 40 out on the field. In this area that you don't gain a lot by punting, but too long for a field goal, and they are going for it. And it's Olinsky throwing it incomplete.
And they had protection, but he couldn't run away from the coverage. Nobody could get.
Conference's biggest names. Big Ten Today, weekdays at noon Eastern on the Big Ten Network. So Rutgers with the hold, and now what can they do after as Vedral throws, and it's incomplete on first down. Reggie Sutton's loss. Sean Gleason, the offensive coordinator, told us about this week what a loss it was for them on that offensive line. Here's Vedral standing in the pocket, stepping up. Vedral has some green grass in front of him to run, and Vedral's always willing to put his body on the line when he becomes a runner and is able to lunge forward for the first down. It's a game, but Jim O'Neal, the defensive coordinator, We had a good talk with him earlier this week. Let's see what the defense does here in the first play of the second quarter. Federal throws up a jump ball, and it's grabbed by running back Aaron Young for a long pass completion. The chains move. Everyone races down the field. A 36-yard pass play.
And so the big play, right? I think you jinxed him with showing that graphic. But notice, here's the key. No pressure whatsoever. Great time to throw the ball and with showing that graphic. But notice, here's the key. No pressure whatsoever. Great time to throw the ball, and what a great catch going up in high point.
Review, the ball hit the ground, so it was an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 12 yards to go on the 47-yard line. Clock will start on the snap.
And it means that Rutgers, Adam Korsak will punt it. And a wave for a fair catch. Inside the 20-yard line by Brandon Joseph. Erie and Lang are the tight ends. 12 personnel here for Northwestern. And diving over the top and converting the South Carolina transfer, 3rd straight start at quarterback for Ryan Helinski.
Yeah,
they are making plays that show you why they're getting more of those reps. As there's a hole here for Andrew Clare, and Clare picking him up and putting him down the right sideline. Cut down inside the Rutgers 45-yard line. And now he goes out of the game. And here comes Onyechi with pressure off the edge, and it forces Helinski to get rid of the ball under heavy duress on 3rd down and 7.
And with his eyes well, and he has to make you miss in him.
And limited action so far this year for the freshman. 94 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Federal to throw it deep, and he's got a man, and rising up to make the catch is Bo Melton. Cam Mitchell throws him down.
Sets up this 3rd and long.
Greg Schiano said Ireland Brown would have some snaps this week at left guard, and Brown was unable to block there. Oh, but Manungai on the pop pass by Federal. That on 3rd game, but has played through it with the cast. There's no cast on his right hand now. It's more of a splint. Motion here for Isaiah Washington, and Federal is throwing end zone, and it opens up, and he's able to get a foot down in bounds. Bo Melton, touchdown, Rutgers. Great toe tap in the back of the end zone, and Rutgers.
He's going to fake it, and then Melton's all alone in the back. Just has to get 1 foot in, and he does just that. Here's the double move right here. There's the pump fake and the bite, hard bite, and that's it. Ambrosio. He shouldn't be hungry anymore because he took a
7-play, 97-yard drive, the longest play drive that is of the year. Last time the two teams played was in 2018 at SHI Stadium, and Northwestern rallied for an 18-15 win, their only win of the series. As it's flared out to Evan Hall, he got a couple of downfield blocks.
He's a good player.
Number 77.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 3rd down.
Yeah, Skoronsky, first of all.
On the penalty against Skoronsky. And now a snap and roll. And Helinski throwing on the run and finds Robinson. And Stephon Robinson had an outstanding. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Touchdowns traded by Malik Washington for Northwestern and Bo Melton for Rutgers. Helinski.
It's going to be close. It looks like a first.
Right at the 48-yard line on a catch by freshman Jacob Gill.
To play well. When he's playing well, his defense is playing well.
Later this year, Fadakasi will reach 300 career tackles for Rutgers. And it's Helinski, and Helinski throws, and the pass is caught, and it's J.J. Jefferson, and Jefferson, a surprise injury into the receiving corps today, catches, makes a move, and has this down to the 17-yard line of Rutgers before Robert Longerbeam. Helinski at throw. Apparently it was a very short wrestling display based on how quickly he took the other individual down. Now here's Helinski throwing and incomplete, and Trey Avery and Washington get tripped up, and there's a flag down. Tight end Marshall Lang is lined up in the backfield. Helinski throws it to him on the play fake. Touchdown, Northwestern. Helinski finished the job.
And you like this down on the goal line, right? So what you're going to do is you just get him into the flat. He fakes that block. Hey, from inside out, so you run that outside route. generally 3 most of the time.
Well executed by Northwestern. Only one timeout left. Federal. They do go to a tight end. It's not Haskins, it's Matt Alimo instead.
To the outside, and he can stop the clock. He goes out of bounds, which is like they're going to a little bit of man coverage here.
Johnny Langen's in the game as a tight end. He has been playing that position this year along with the Wildcat quarterback, and a hit from behind by Adebare as Federal threw the ball. And because
generate a pass rush, and on that left side, Skoronski, that left tackle, he's done a really nice job.
And they'll have to generate a pass rush here, or Northwestern will opt to run the ball.
Haven't held the ball carrier.
They need to get the ball into his hands.
55 seconds and counting. And Federal hit as he throws the ball in a long throw, and wow, it's caught by Aaron Young and then steps out of bounds, stepped out. And it is 3 yards needed. Maybe a short 4 on 3rd down.
Got it.
And Federal trying to run out of trouble, and he's wrestled down.
Defend the sideline. Timeout, Northwestern.
Later on, one of particular importance. Now markers go down.
False start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Gonna happen.
First half is over. And it's 2 touchdown passes for Ryan.
The adjustment, I don't know if it's been a problem since.
Here's the kickoff to start the second half with Northwestern leading 14-7. Rutgers with the ball to start the second half, and a lane to return the ball for Jesse Parson III. And
the key was consistency. I did ask about that O-line, and he said they're simply not good enough, and the test is they haven't been able to run the ball well.
And right now the O-line sees a collapsed pocket around Noah Federal, and it's pressure and a sack.
Right. He's had good protection most of the day.
On 3rd down and 7. Helinski was rolling and looking to throw, then opted to run the ball upfield, crosses midfield, but hit hard by Trey Avery and hitting him. 4th and 1, and they may have forced Mayan Ahanatu to jump across the line and make contact. Mike Cannon is the referee today.
Offside. With contact. Defense, number 92. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
It is
up this 3rd down.
And they went with that Wildcat package where they do direct snap it to Anthony Tyus. Now Helinski's back in at quarterback, turns and tosses, and coming down the line of scrimmage, Rutgers, CJ on rear long is 47. So they'll opt for the punt and to play field position as Northwestern has a 14-7 lead. They do fake the punt, and Adams is hit and dropped, doesn't convert the fake punt, and Rutgers will have the ball in great field position as they were ready for it. On 6-7. Only they have surrendered 7 points today as Federal will give it to Aaron Young. The edge opens up, and Young drives forward for a 1st down, hit by Peter McIntyre.
5.
Cam Mitchell forced the fumble, but the fortuitous bounce right back to Bo Melton. And now that 3rd and 5 that Matt was talking about, and it's a fake to Pacheco and a keep by Noah Federal. Hey, look, Sean Gleason, the offensive coordinator, told us this week some of the best to play in the 3rd quarter. No points have been scored in the 3rd quarter. Northwestern had 98 and 86-yard touchdown drives in the 1st half, and Rutgers' touchdown drive was 97 yards.
Delay of game. Offense. They haven't used.
2 fouls on the play, 1 against each team. Delay of game. Offense. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced. After the play's over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 40. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced. Automatic 1st down.
Field.
Keep your eyes on the play clock right now. It's down to 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's man-to-man up top.
Everyone in position and claps for the ball to come back, and a timeout was taken. A last-ditch timeout taken by Rutgers.
Action, but you're one-on-one to the top side.
Aaron Young in motion. Federal spun.
He's got a chance here.
He's going to run to the left, and he's tackled. It's Chris Bergen, the top tackler of the Big Ten, who runs up to catch Federal short of the 1st down.
Great job.
Of 33 yards. to cut into the lead. Ambrosio missed it. Didn't push it to the right, it stayed left, and the penalty hurts. 4 for 12 today for Northwestern on third downs. Can Hilinski add to his 235 passing yards? He will drop and throw, and it's bobbled along the sideline. That's incomplete.
Yeah.
No, it's caught.
Oh, he didn't have. I don't know if he had control of it as he was going out of bounds. We should have to take a look at that one.
Stephon Robinson. And the officials have stopped play.
On the field on the previous position of the ball, and it hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. We'll bring up fourth down at the 27-yard line. Correction, 23-yard line. 4th and 7 at the 23.
He was yelling at the team and telling them to stay consistent, not to get complacent, and so much so that Coach Fitz just had to walk by and smile.
Well, that's why he's got wearing that number 1. The honor is the ultimate Wildcats. And the captain of the team, as the pass to Manungai is caught but short.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Sandwich to the middle of conference play. Wisconsin coming off a 24-0 win last week over Illinois. Here's a throw off to the right side, back shoulder, and trying to pull it in is Stephon Robinson, and he does.
He scans the field very well, been accurate with the football. Good day for him.
Andrew Clare. Clare around the edge, first down. Forced out by Kassan Abraham. First tackle. Now that's a loss, back for 3rd and 8. And Hilinski. Hilinski under duress.
Threw it away.
Yep. Pressure from Trey Avery.
This defense has answered the call. I mean, look.
Wind has calmed down just a little bit, at least as you look at the flags right now relative to how much it was blowing earlier in the game, as Rutgers is going into the wind, but they're going on the ground right now.
That's a nice job.
In the game, sprints out to the right side. Sometimes a Wildcat quarterback. In this case, he's a potential receiver. There is a pass. It's Isaiah Washington, and hit by Coco Azuma out on the right flat. And
just back.
Bodakasi pressuring Ryan Hilinski as Michigan State trying to go 7-0, as you heard in that update from Mike a moment ago.
That's a really good coaching.
Penalties today of a different variety, including that unsportsmanlike conduct that moves this drive another 15 yards down the field. 2 big Rutgers penalties on the drive. Now Hall catches a pass, spins off a tackle, is able to run the ball away from Lang in the backfield along with Andrew Clare. Clare slips, but still able to get outside. There is a marker down, though.
That comes in the area of holding.
9 minutes left. Northwestern in front by 7. Hilinski is looking left flat. Now goes left side in the end zone. Incomplete. And a marker down again. Robinson was the direction that Hilinski was throwing. 1st and goal at the 9. Andrew Clare to the outside.
Andrew Clare, ball carrier.
Motion for Robinson. Clare, the Bowling Green transfer. Bowling balls his way in. They do run it. Clare driving. Clare, he's in. Touchdown. First touchdown this year for Andrew Clare in Northwestern.
On the play. I like this kid. I think he's a good player. Yeah, that's just good power. Really.
71-yard drive, almost 4 minutes off the clock. It does end with Charlie Kubander's extra point, and the lead is now.
The loss. He's been coming off the ball. He's been where he's supposed to be all game long, and he has beaten everybody he's gone up against.
Now has Rutgers done what they need.
Ball a lot.
Vedral floats it up, out of bounds. Looking for Bo Melton during the timeout here at Ryan Field. And now Evan Hall. Well, it's 3 short runs, and a punt is coming.
What you expected. I'll tell you who's played a heck of a game today. They've been Julian.
Leading tackler today for Northwestern is in the linebacking core. Bryce Gallagher with 10 leads the way. And Simon, down he goes. Samtut Miller. Hull driving and very close to the first down. They need the 5-yard line. I don't think he's there.
Evan Hull, the ball carrier.
Nice short.
This is 4th and short. Ryan Helinski will turn. Hull hit by Tyshawn Fogg, but enough to drive inside the 5-yard line for the first down.
Here's offensive front.
One more knee taken. And with that, the final seconds will wind down on that win for Pat Fitzgerald and the Northwestern Wildcats. Greg Schiano earlier this week had some incredible things to say about the program that Pat has built there, and you saw a warm and mutual embrace and one with a lot of respect there.
Yeah, both these guys have great respect for each other and their program.